It's about angels. It says, angels who did not keep their own domain, but abandoned their proper abode or their proper place, he has kept in eternal bonds under darkness for the judgment of the great day. Now, some Christians will disagree with my interpretation of this verse, and I'm going to lovingly disagree with them because I do believe this is what it's referring to, right? Angels are created beings. They're in a higher order than men, meaning that they're not men, right? They are angels. They're beings. They're created beings, and they have great privilege. They dwell in unapproachable light. They dwell in heaven. They see the throne of God. They could see the glory of God. Some of them are very close to God. Some of them are right there by the throne of God. And they lived in a sinless world at one point. And then Satan, one of them, his name was Lucifer, right, preferred to be worshipped rather than God. And his pride and lust got into him, and now this is where Christians would disagree. I believe what Jude is saying here is when the angels came down to earth, they had, not all of them, some of them came down to earth and had sexual relationships with women. Sexual relationships with women. Now let's turn to the book of Jude, the book of Genesis, please. The book of Genesis, chapter 6. If you have that, I'm going to show you where Christians would disagree, but I believe this is the right interpretation. And that's why Jude brings it in, especially with the next example. Chapter 6, verse 4. It says, the Nephilim comes from the word nephal, or to fall, right? To fall comes from the word to fall, right? And these are the fallen ones who came, right? And they were sons of fallen angels. Now it says here, the Nephilim were on the earth in those days and also afterwards. It's called the fallen ones who were on the earth. When the sons of God came into the daughters of men, that word come in it's a sexual word, meaning to have relations with women, the daughters of men, and they bore children to them. Those were the mighty men who were of old, men of renown. And God and the Lord saw the wickedness, verse 5, of men was great on the earth, and every intent of thoughts and heart was only evil continually. Like I said, some Christians believe that this didn't happen, that this is not an account of angels having sexual relationship with women, that this is only talking about angels coming down and men sinned. But I do believe from Jude, what he's quoting is the reality that this extraordinary story, the byproduct of that wicked relationship, is actually called the Nephilim, translated in our Bibles, giants.